Hi, we're going to have a look at what's needed to be done to pass the MCA Signals exam for Morse code. The Morse code exam consists of 20 letters and numbers that are going to be transmitted within 2 minutes. The pass mark for that is 18 out of the 20. Here we can see the Morse code table here. So we've got a mixture here of letters and numbers. The letters we can see dots and dashes, but kind of a random arrangement. If we look at the numbers, we'll see that there's a bit more of a pattern there. But first of all, we're going to be having a look at the letters. The pattern that I use always starts off, we were going to be increasing the letters that we look at, but we're going to start off with this first 7. And you can see it's fairly clear why I've picked this particular 7 in this order. And mind the term EISHTMO, EISHTMO. So we got E, which is going to consist of a single dot, I 2 dots, S 3 dots, and H 4 dots. And T, M and O. T is single dash, M is 2 dashes, and O is 3 dashes. And you can see right away there where the SOS comes from. We have 3 dots, 3 dashes, and 3 dots again. That's just chosen because it is a particular pattern that's no used for anything else. If this SOS is transmitted repeatedly, then that should stand out. So what we're going to do is we're going to transmit to you this group of letters to start with in a block. Be slightly more than the 2 minutes that's going to be required to give you a bit of chance to get up to speed with reading the light. When we start transmitting this, we'll just use the same procedure. We'll have a start procedure and a finishing up procedure. The start procedure starts off with this signal here. Now this dot dash signal up at the top is the calling signal. So dot dash dot dash dot dash dot dash dot dash dot dash. That's the calling signal sent by another vessel to indicate that they want to communicate by Morse code. And the responding vessel, the receiving vessel, would respond by a single dash that we can see down below there. So every time we sign the block, the first thing that we'll see is that calling procedure followed by the response. Once you see that response, the next light signal that you'll see will be the letters that you need to record. We'll send the 20 letters. And at the end of the 20 letters, we'll get the end of transmission signal. And the end of transmission signal consists of dot dash dot dash dot. So when you see that pattern, that's it, pen's done, and that's your block transmitted. So just a reminder of what we're going to be sending. E, I, S and H will be all dots. T, M and O will be all dashes. Okay, we'll just mark a start. I'll speck our way through this first one here. So once we move on to the next screen, we'll mark a start with the call signal, followed by the receiving vessel's single dash. That's the call signal and the receiving vessel's dash. The first letter will be E, Then we'll be going on to I. Then S. Next one's H. Then onto the dashes, T. And then M. And finally O. And we'll finish up with the end of transmission signal. So that was the EISHTMO. So just 7 letters in that block there, but that gives you an idea how the dots and the dashes are going to look. We'll move on to the actual block now. So to complete the actual block, for you to record it, we need you to write down the letters in 4 lines of 5 letters. So tap line, 5 letters. Go into the second line for the next 5 letters. Third line for the next 5 letters. And fourth line for the following 5 letters. And that'll be the full block. If you miss a letter, have a mind block or whatever, leave that space for that letter blank, so you can go back to it later and if it comes back to you. If you fill it in with the next letter, the whole sequence will go out of sync. So you need to make sure, leave a space, mark it you've not got it or whatever, and go on to the next space for your following letter. Right, so we'll just make a start now on block 1. Once you get to the end of the block, the screen will come up with the answers for the letters that have just been transmitted. So you can pause the video there and check your answers against what comes up on the screen. Once you resume again, you'll get a second block, block 2. So you just start off writing down, practicing recording that letters. At the end of that, you'll come up with answers again, and then there's a third block after that. Once you're happy enough with this EISHTMO, then you can go on to the next set of letters that will be listed up on the channel. If you want to practice it again, just go back to the beginning and just go through the procedure again, get a feel for it. As I mentioned earlier, there'll be a calling signal followed by a dash, and it's only after that point that you start recording. So here, pretty title that'll come up that'll prompt you for that. Okay. And there's our end of transmission signal, dot dash dot dash dot. Now pause it now and check your answers. Okay, and it pass a mark of 18 is at the pass mark. But of course, this is just early days now, and we'll be carrying on and having a go at block 2. Be coming up now. And then have a go at block 3 and see how you're feeling after that. Repeat it if need be. Once you're happy enough with that, go on to the next lesson, lesson 2. Lesson 2 will still contain this EISHTMO letters, but they'll just throw in additional letters as we're going along, and eventually build up to the full block of letters and numbers. Okay, have a go at this block number 2 and see how you get on. And pause again at this point and check the answers. And carry on for block 3. and pause again and check your answers. Hopefully you've improved. You might have gone downhill, but don't worry, it's all practice. Keep on with it, keep pushing on with it, and keep progressing. Don't ease up with it, push on and get all the letters done as quickly as possible.